It's SpongeBob's 25th anniversary. Now, isn't that surprising? It's so weird because I remember when Nickelodeon was doing a big push for SpongeBob's 20th anniversary, and then I remembered that was 5 years ago. But it's something else's 20th anniversary, and it's about SpongeBob too. The SpongeBob movie turns 20 in November, but instead of waiting till November, I thought, let's give the SpongeBob movie an early birthday celebration because a new SpongeBob movie actually came out, and people said it's the worst one. I wonder if they're going to say that about the new SpongeBob movie coming out in 2025 and say that one sucks too. Most likely. But let us look at something I have thought about for a while now. It is time to go to the iceberg. Well, ahoy, mateys. It appears that the destination my map took me to was the actual iceberg. That's not good. The iceberg I was thinking about had, like, an iceberg tier list. I'm just trying to think, how am I going to get to the tier list now, knowing I'm already at an iceberg? Well, let's see what the powers of video editing can do, actually. Little better. It's the actual iceberg I was looking for, but oh, that quality's awful. Probably doesn't help I got it from a Reddit post, so it probably can't even zoom in too well, so please bear with me a bit. I know I don't have the most high quality of stuff, but this one I can't actually control. But here we are. We're at the SpongeBob movie Iceberg. I've decided, just for the fun of it, let's go down this list and let's just see all the fun stuff that we can learn about the SpongeBob movie. Things I will be negating. There's stuff in here that is not from the first SpongeBob movie. I'll say it, but I'm not going to elaborate on it because it's not about the first SpongeBob movie. Acknowledge it, but don't elaborate it. So yeah, why not? Let's stop wasting any more time and let's go on this adventure with Captain Tuk Tuk. Let us look at the SpongeBob movie Iceberg. Tier 1, Ocean Man. Ocean Man is the song that starts the end credits of the SpongeBob movie. It was a big meme back in late 2016, early 2017. Pretty good song altogether. I would say out of all the songs in the end credits, it's a pretty good song, but I'd recommend listening to SpongeBob and Patrick Confront a Psychic Wall. That's a pretty good song as well. Hillenburg resigned as the series showrunner. He did resign. Originally intended to be the series finale. Yeah, Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, he wanted to end it at the first SpongeBob movie. Karen redesign. You ever watched an episode of SpongeBob from like 2005 Beyond and noticed that Karen's just sort of like moving around on on wheels? Well, that actually first came in the SpongeBob movie. That was the first time Karen ever did that. Of course, with some color alterations, but the big one is Karen isn't on the wall anymore. That's something you notice in all older SpongeBob episodes, that Karen doesn't actually ride around on wheels. She's just in one stationary position. The Best Day Ever. That is another song from the end credits of the SpongeBob movie. Not in the movie itself, technically, just the end credits, but it is considered a SpongeBob movie song. Everyone else probably knows it from that episode in SpongeBob that sang The Best Day Ever. Burger King inflatable getting stolen. Back then, Burger King used to do inflatables they put on top of their buildings just to promote a movie. But with SpongeBob's a little different because a lot of people tried stealing them. And a lot of people did. And so there's just a lot of SpongeBob inflatables in people's garages now because they stole them. The last traditionally animated film from Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon movies. Yeah, most likely. The only other 2D animated Nickelodeon movie was the second SpongeBob movie. And even then, that was just partial CGI and 2D animated, so it's most likely the last traditionally animated movie. Tier 2, SpongeBob Movie Rehydrated. This is a fan attempt movie, like how Shrek did Shrek Retold, so it's just a bunch of animators going scene by scene, creating their own version of the scene from the SpongeBob movie. The SpongeBob Movie created the term Goofy Goober. Yeah, it did. Verified TikTok account with 0 followers. This has nothing to do with the movie, so not really worth talking about. The absorbing tale behind the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. That's one of the behind the scenes specials in the DVD release of the SpongeBob movie. Best Day Ever Marathon is a marathon that Nickelodeon had that was all about some fan favorite episodes. Everyone thought it was rigged, and because all the pre-movie episodes were around early in the morning, while the not fan interested episodes were later in the day, and everyone didn't like it. But at the end of the marathon, it played the episode The Best Day Ever. The only reason this has anything to do with the movie, because right after this, it was the Nickelodeon premiere of the movie on TV. Goofy Goober Guitar Mandela Effect. People say that the guitar that SpongeBob pulled during the Goofy Goober rock song looks different. To me, that's just how it looked. So there's that. Case of the SpongeBob. This is another special features behind the scenes of the SpongeBob movie on the DVD. The one that makes this different though is that this features Jean-Michel Cousteau. Hope I didn't butcher that name. He is known for spreading ocean awareness. Sandy deleted scene. Ever watch the deleted scenes of the SpongeBob movie on the DVD, and you see the one where SpongeBob and Patrick go on land and meet Sandy? Do you know that's not called a scene? It's called a sequence. So most likely it was a sequence of scenes that got cut because it goes with the next part on this iceberg. Human SpongeBob and Patrick. This is when SpongeBob and Patrick walk by a human version of SpongeBob and Patrick right after they saw Sandy fight FBI agents. Goofy Goober Rock is a parody of I Wanna Rock. It is the original cover-up plot. The cover-up plot was SpongeBob had to save Patrick because he got caught by fishermen in Florida. Tom Kenny later said, no, that was a joke just to keep fans anticipated. If you don't know, that kind of sounds like Finding Nemo. Tier 3, SpongeBob Death Theory. So in the SpongeBob movie, you see the SpongeBob and Patrick dry up while singing Goofy Goober while they're at... Crap, I forgot what it's called. Dang. Shell City. In the SpongeBob movie, when Patrick and SpongeBob are crying in Shell City and they dry up, some people believe there's a theory that SpongeBob actually died there. Sure, I guess. I mean, water went on them, they came back to life, so maybe. But, you know, it is just a theory. 12-foot David Hasselhoff. In scenes in the SpongeBob movie where SpongeBob and Patrick are fighting Dennis, they just built a giant David Hasselhoff, so he didn't have to be straight on his back, and it was a lot easier to film. The entire SpongeBob movie TikTok. Someone uploaded the entire SpongeBob movie in segments on TikTok. Firewall between Nickelodeon and Paramount. You remember how in the SpongeBob show, some characters from the movie don't look the same? For example, what color is Perch Perkins? You said purple, well that was only in the movie. He's actually orange in the show because there's a firewall between Paramount and Nickelodeon. Only Paramount could do the movie stuff and Nickelodeon couldn't use any of the movie stuff. That's why Goofy Goobers wasn't actually brought up again until way later in the series. But that's something pretty unique to think about. Differences between book and movie. So naturally with a tie-in book for a movie, There's probably going to be some differences because a book based off of a movie that's coming out for promotional material may include stuff from like an earlier script. That's why usually there may be some differences, but sometimes it's maybe for legal reasons. For example, in the book, David Hasselhoff is not mentioned once. But that's also in a lot of SpongeBob movie material. If it's not the movie itself, you're more likely not going to get David Hasselhoff in it. Interview with Carlos is an interview conducted with Carlos Bustamante, sorry if I butchered that, on the YTV channel. It was just a promotional interview with SpongeBob and Patrick for the SpongeBob movie coming up. David Hasselhoff's part was written before he was even approached. Yeah, they wrote his part before they asked if he wanted to be in the movie. Early concept posters. This is the only one I could find. I know there's another one that exists that has like King Neptune look like a human, but I'll put it up if I can find it. If I can't, sadly this is the only one I can find. Patchy the Pirate was replaced. Yeah, he was. Kind of looks better actually in the movie. I think if we had Tom Kenny's Patchy the Pirate in that scene, probably wouldn't give the same feel. SpongeBob and Chia. He did get one. References in Undertale. I'm not gonna go into this. I can just tell this has nothing to do with the movie. It's about Undertale, so I'm good on that. Tier 4. Nickelodeon using the wrong SpongeBob SquarePants movie poster. Yeah, in some type of promotional thing, they used a poster of the SpongeBob movie, but it was someone's fan art of it, so Nickelodeon seems to be having a little problem with stealing fan art. The movie takes place in 2029. In the beginning of the SpongeBob movie, when you see the amount of times SpongeBob won Employee of the Month, if you do the math calculations to that, then technically it could take place in the year 2029. There is no year actually established for SpongeBob, so take it as you may. Mr. Puff is in Shell City theory. He could be. We know Mr. Puff when we first see him as a real life taxidermy pufferfish, so a strong chance that's probably where Mr. Puff is. 2010 BP protest signs. It's not inherently about the SpongeBob movie, but it's signs people made in protest because big oil companies were dropping oil in the ocean, so they used pictures of SpongeBob and the gang all covered in oil trying to figure out what to do to help, get people aware of this. SpongeBob Movie Sneak Peek Video 2004. Couldn't find anything on it. When I looked it up, it was just the trailer. Making of the SpongeBob SquarePants Movie Video 2004. The only thing I can find on this is a video on the Wayback Machine of a Target exclusive Video Now disc talking about the making of the SpongeBob movie. So that could be what it is, but that's just all I could find. SpongeBobMovie.com. I went on the Wayback Machine to look if anything was unique about it. It's the SpongeBob Movie website. This is something a lot of movies did back then, just for promotional material. They just created a website to help promote some stuff. That's where you can show trailers. At least with the SpongeBob movie, it said message board and do like some download stuff. So all in all, it's just a website. Not a lot of movies do it anymore because that means you have to openly search for a website. Usually you'll just make at least nowadays, you create a social media account for the movie. That's sort of starting to go away too, so some food for thought, I guess. Early prototype teaser trailer. So this is a teaser trailer for the SpongeBob movie that is a pseudo parody of the Spider-Man teaser. Really all I can say. There's some finalized animation, some non-finalized animation. It's just usual how teaser trailers are. So it was just going to be a concept to show what the teaser trailer is going to be, and that's pretty it. Tier 5. SpongeBob Movie work print incident. Yeah, so some theater back in 2004 accidentally had the work print of the SpongeBob Movie instead of the final film, and some family watched it, and they were confused on, was the SpongeBob Movie supposed to be unfinished? So I thought that was pretty funny that it happened. Broken PS3 SpongeBob Movie game port. Yeah, the SpongeBob Movie game on the PS2 was ported to the PS3, and it wasn't too good. Rosa Parks probably saw the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. This isn't really technically a part of the movie. This is just a meme that people went around. But yeah, technically, she could have watched the SpongeBob movie. She died in October 2005, so she could have watched it. The only catch is, why would she really? Morning Glory. So there's a meme going around that instead of Ocean Man being played at the end of the SpongeBob movie, there's actually the Ween song Morning Glory. It's not true. It is entirely fake, and someone put it on the SpongeBob wiki actually for a reason why it got taken out. It was never in there to begin with. It was entirely fake. But yeah, that's just something to think about. The Beatles watched the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 2004. This is also a meme of the 3D animated Beatles going to watch the SpongeBob movie 2004. Technically, this couldn't have happened because only 2 of the Beatles could have actually watched the SpongeBob movie, since John Lennon died in 1980 and George Harrison died in 2001. The only thing that could have came close to that was 3 of the Beatles watching the premiere of SpongeBob. Alien Cat sequel. The Alien Cat sequel is not about the SpongeBob movie. It even says it in it. It's about the 3rd SpongeBob movie, how the original plot was about alien cats trying to steal Gary. Not about the SpongeBob movie. We did it! We went through the entire SpongeBob movie Iceberg. Man, how does that feel? I feel kind of tired actually. That was a lot of looking up that I didn't really think I needed to do. But so be it. And with the power of video editing, we got back to the normal Iceberg. That means it's time to head back home. Come on, let's get back to my desk. All right. All right then. Well, with the marks now on my forehead, I hope that's good. What do you guys think? Just got back from our submarine journey, so take a look at the SpongeBob movie Iceberg. Did you guys enjoy the video? Hope you did. Whatever it was, this took a long, not going to say a long time. It was pretty easy to make, but all the stuff I wanted to do in it, that one's a little bit hard. I know the research part, that one gets a little difficult, but hey, I hope it works well for you. Like the video if you liked it. And if you like this, I say, take a look at some of my other videos and just see how they are. Till then, I'll see you next time. Tuck Tuck out.